Hello, dear students in grade 4. My name is Martina Supančić and I'll be your English teacher. Today we'll learn about UK and London.
Ako ćete pažljivo pratiti, do kraja današnjeg sata moći ćete imenovati najpoznatije znamenitosti Londona i moći ćete samostalno napisati dijalog u kojem tražite i dajete upute vezano uz lokacije u gradu prema predlošku koji ćete dobiti.
For today's lesson, you'll need a smartphone, a laptop or a computer, a pencil, a notebook and some colored pencils.
Now meet my friend Mia. Mia is very happy because she's finally traveling to London. Do you know where London is? It is in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is a country and an island too. Island means otok. There are 4 countries in the United Kingdom or in the UK. They are England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. As you can see, London is in England. So, London is the capital of England and of the United Kingdom. The capital means glavni grad. It is also the biggest city in the United Kingdom and in Europe. A river called the Thames flows through London. Dakle, rijeka koja protiče kroz London zove se Temza. Today we'll visit some famous London landmarks with Mia. Landmarks means znamenitosti. So the first landmark is Big Ben. Big Ben is the nickname for the great bell of the clock located at the top of the Elizabeth Tower. The next landmark is Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is the Queen's official home. When the Queen is at home, you can see her royal flag on top of Buckingham Palace. The next landmark is the London Eye. The London Eye is a big wheel. Wheel means kotač. It is 135 meters high. You can see the whole city from there. Our next landmark is Trafalgar Square. Square means trg. In Trafalgar Square, you can see 2 fountains and 4 lion statues. Our next landmark is Tower Bridge. Tower Bridge is the most famous bridge on the River Thames. It is the only Thames bridge which can open. And the next landmark is the Tower of London. As you can see, the Tower of London is an old castle. It was a prison in the past, but now it is a museum where you can see the crown jewels. The Tower of London je jedno jako zanimljivo mjesto jer je to u prošlosti bio zatvor, a sada je to muzej u kojem se drže krunski dragulji. To znači da se sve krune i ostali dragocjeni nakit koji pripada kraljevskoj obitelji nalazi tamo. Interesting, isn't it? In the next picture we can see Oxford Street, which is one of the most famous streets in London. There are many shops and restaurants there. In this picture we can see St. Paul's Cathedral, which is one of the biggest and the most famous churches in the world. In this picture we can see Millennium Bridge, which is a great place to take photos of the River Thames. There are many beautiful parks in London. The biggest is Hyde Park. You can take a walk, sit by the lake, or feed the squirrels there. They're so cute, aren't they? In the streets of London, you can see black taxis and red buses, which are called double-deckers. In London, you can also see red telephone boxes and red mailboxes. Together with taxis and double-deckers, red telephone boxes and mailboxes are the most famous symbols of London. In London, people travel by the London Underground, which is also called the Tube. Another interesting thing in London are the police officers. Police officers in Britain are called bobbies. They sometimes ride horses. If you get lost in London, you can ask them to help you. Now please pause the video and copy and draw this mind map in your notebooks. Have fun! Your next task is to pause the video and write down your top 5 London landmarks in your notebooks. And now it's time for a game. It is called Guess the Landmark. You'll see a small part of the picture and your task will be to guess the landmark from the picture. Are you ready? Okay, let's start then. So what is this? Do you recognize the picture? Is it the Tower of London, Buckingham Palace, or St. Paul's Cathedral? What do you think? Yes, you're right. It's Buckingham Palace. Well done. Let's continue. And what's this? Is it Tower Bridge, the Tower of London, or Millennium Bridge? Do you know? Yes, it's Tower Bridge. Excellent. Let's continue. And what is this? Is it Millennium Bridge, Tower Bridge, or Oxford Street? Do you know? Yes, of course. It's Millennium Bridge. Excellent. Let's go on. And what is this? Do you recognize the place? Is it the London Eye, Oxford Street, or Trafalgar Square? What do you think? Yes, that's right. It's Trafalgar Square. Well done. Let's continue. And where is this? We can see the big wheel. So, is it Millennium Bridge, the London Eye, or Tower Bridge? Yes, of course. It's the London Eye. Excellent. Let's go on. What is this? Do you recognize the building? Is it Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, or maybe St. Paul's Cathedral? What do you think? Okay, now we can see it, and it's St. Paul's Cathedral. That's right. Well done. And what is this? Is it the Tower of London? Is it Buckingham Palace? Or maybe St. Paul's Cathedral? We can see a flag. Do you know? What is it? Yes, that's right. It's the Tower of London. Excellent. And do you recognize this picture? It's easy, isn't it? Is it Tower Bridge, Big Ben, or Buckingham Palace? We all know that. Yes, of course, it's Big Ben. That's right. And what is this? We can see some flags. Is it Oxford Street, Buckingham Palace, or Hyde Park? What do you think? Yes, of course, it's Oxford Street. That's right. And what is this? We can see a bench. So is it Trafalgar Square, Oxford Street, or Hyde Park? That's easy, isn't it? Of course, it's Hyde Park. I hope you guessed all the landmarks. Congratulations! And now it's time to play another game. Please pause the video. Djeco, molim vas sada da zaustavite video i u adresnu traku upišete adresu s ekrana bit.ly/London quiz ili skenirajte ovaj ovdje QR kod. Kad to učinite, pojavit će vam se zanimljivi kviz pomoću kojeg ćete moći provjeriti svoje znanje o Londonu. Good luck and have fun! And now it's time to learn some expressions which we use for giving and asking directions. Dakle, sada ćemo naučiti izraze koje koristimo kada tražimo ili dajemo upute o nekoj lokaciji. Pa kojim izrazom ćemo početi razgovor? Excuse me, how can I get to? Oprostite, kako mogu doći do? Naš sugovornik nam odgovara go down street. For example, go down Baker Street. Na primjer, naš sugovornik nam odgovara idite niz ulicu Baker. Zatim nam može reći turn left, skrenite lijevo, or turn right into Downing Street, for example. Skrenite lijevo, odnosno skrenite desno u Downing Street, na primjer, ulicu Downing. Zatim nam može reći go straight ahead, idite samo ravno. Također nam može reći cross the bridge or cross the street. Cross the bridge, prijeđite most, cross the street, prijeđite ulicu. Zatim nam može reći, na primjer, the Millennium Bridge is on your left, or on your right, or in front of you. Dakle, Millennium Bridge je s vaše lijeve strane, s vaše desne strane ili ispred vas. Mi ćemo naravno ljubazno odgovoriti thank you so much or thanks a lot. Hvala lijepa. I naš sugovornik će nam ljubazno odgovoriti you're welcome. Nema na čemu. Now please pause the video and copy and translate these expressions in your notebooks. Djeco, sada vas molim da zaustavite video i ove izraze prepišete i prevedete u svoje bilježnice. Now look at Mia again. She wants to get to St. Paul's Cathedral. Luckily, she sees a police officer. Now please listen to the dialogue between Mia and the police officer very carefully. First read these expressions. After that, listen to the dialogue. Djeco, sada zaustavite video i još jednom pažljivo pročitajte ove ovdje izraze. Nakon što ih pročitate, poslušajte dijalog. Are you ready for the dialogue? Okay.
Excuse me, officer, how can I get to St. Paul's Cathedral?
That's easy. Go down this street and you'll see a bridge on the right. Cross the Millennium Bridge and go straight ahead. You'll see St. Paul's Cathedral in front of you.
Thank you so much, officer.
You're welcome.
Now listen to the dialogue one more time and look at these expressions again. Two expressions are not in the dialogue. Which expressions are not in the dialogue? Find them. Are you ready? Okay.
Excuse me, officer. How can I get to St. Paul's Cathedral?
That's easy. Go down this street and you'll see a bridge on the right. Cross the Millennium Bridge and go straight ahead. You'll see St. Paul's Cathedral in front of you.
Thank you so much, officer.
You're welcome.
And now let's check your work. What are the two expressions which are not in the dialogue? Yes, these two expressions are not in the dialogue. Good job, children. And now it's your turn to write a short dialogue between you and the other person in the street. A sada je, djeco, red na vama da napišete kratki dijalog između vas i neke osobe na ulici. Dakle, prvo pogledajte ovu ovdje kartu Londona. Vi se nalazite ovdje u ulici koja se zove Belvedere Road. Big Ben se nalazi ovdje. Vaš zadatak je doći odavde do tu. Kartu Londona možete pronaći i ako u svoju alatnu traku upišete ovu ovdje poveznicu bit.ly London Map 4R ili ako skenirate ovaj ovdje QR kod. Nakon što pažljivo pogledate kartu, napisat ćete dijalog u svoju bilježnicu. Dakle, prepišete dijalog na način da na mjestu gdje imate dvije mogućnosti, kao što je ovdje, ovdje i ovdje, odaberete onu koja je točna gledajući kartu Londona. Na primjer, Excuse me, officer, how can I get to Big Ben? That's easy. Go down Belvedere Road or Street. Pošto na karti vidimo da piše Belvedere Road, i u svoje bilježnice napisat ćemo Belvedere Road. I tako do kraja. Good luck! Now let's check your work. Your dialogue should look like this. Excuse me, officer. How can I get to Big Ben? That's easy. Go down Belvedere Road. Turn right. Cross the bridge. Big Ben is on your left. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Well done, children. And we have come to the end of the lesson, so it's time for self-assessment. So let's do it together. If you can name 8 to 10 London landmarks, that's great, and put a tick here. If you can name 5 to 7 London landmarks, that's okay too, and put a tick here. But if you can name only 1 to 4 London landmarks, that means you should practice a lot more and put a tick here. If you can ask and give directions on your own, that's great, and put a tick here. If you can partially ask and give directions on your own, that's okay too. You should practice a little bit more and put a tick here. But if you can't ask and give directions on your own, that means that you should practice a lot more, but I'm sure you'll do that and you'll succeed in the end. And put a tick here. So, dear students, that was all for today. Thank you for your attention. I hope you liked this lesson and I hope you've learned something new. Till the next time, thank you, have a nice day, and goodbye, everybody.